So ahead of their not entirely secret unveiling, I had the chance to go hands-on with Samsung's new Galaxy S24 FE, but to set the scene clearly, this was a typical media hands-on. It's more of a photo op and here's the devices we want to show off kind of thing, much more so than an opportunity to really take it out and test it and review it. So this is not that. This is more just my first impressions, having spent a little bit of time with the S24 FE and with the new Tab S10 devices, though I'll get to those shortly. So screen-wise, what we're looking at here is a 6.7-inch AMOLED display. The whole thing runs off an Exynos 2400E processor, and Samsung's making some really bold claims about this one. CPU speeds up 51%, GPU up 99%, NPU up 61%. Now that's relative to the last FE phone, but that's still a really nice boost of power, which at its asking price, and especially one of its special asking prices, could make it a real bargain here in Australia. On the battery front, we're talking a 4,700 mAh battery, which is actually slightly smaller than I see on most Android phones at the moment. But then, battery capacity is not always a full determinant of battery life, and Exynos processors tend to be that little bit more power efficient. So maybe that will actually work out okay. It's all very Galaxy S24, really. I mean, there's a strong focus on Galaxy AI features, which remain free for now, but will be charged for at some later date, which will apparently be the same time they start charging for the S24 features. So technically, you'll have slightly less usage of them than you will otherwise. On the camera front, we're talking a 50 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and 3x telephoto 8 megapixel sensor with a 10 megapixel sensor at the front. Interesting mix there. Good to see the telephoto, and I was able to kind of play around with it a little bit. I couldn't take photos with me, unfortunately. That will come later with a full review, but I've got reasonable hopes. The prior FE phones have actually really shot well relative to their price point. And this is where it gets kind of interesting here in Australia. So officially speaking, the Galaxy S24 FE will run from $1,099 when it launches here on October the 10th. However, the three big telcos here will be doing a deal, apparently, where you can get it through them if you sign up for a contract, of course, it's always the way, for $799. Now, at $799 with the promises that Samsung are making, and obviously those promises still have to be properly tested and verified, but with the promises they're making, that could make this phone a real bargain, a really solid contender in that mid-range space. So, watch this space, essentially speaking. And then we've got the Tab S10 and S10 Ultra series of, tablets, obviously. And these are interesting. I mean, Samsung's got a long association with producing pretty good quality Android tablets. These are quite premium devices too. $1,799 for the Plus, $2,099 for the Ultra. And those are the entry-level storage prices that I know about right now. On the screen front, we're talking a 12.4-inch screen on the S10 Plus, 14.6 on the S10 Ultra. The S10 Ultra is a big old tablet, but those big tablets are big, and that feels a little redundant to say, but it's true nonetheless. Both 120 Hz capable AMOLED screens, IP68, and only in a single colour, Moonstone Grey. If that really matters to you on a tablet, does it matter? I'm not sure that it does. Samsung are offering up some interesting accessories like this keyboard cover for the Tab S10 series with a dedicated Galaxy AI key that can launch either Bixby for the 3 people who use Bixby or Google Gemini as you wish. Nice enough thing, and it actually feels pretty good too. And then there's this, which is not, as you might think, a privacy cover, but instead a paper-like cover for the tablet. So the idea here is it's meant to feel more like you're sketching or drawing on paper. Spoiler, it doesn't, but it's got that kind of Kindle plasticky papery feel that some people really do rather like. You get an S Pen in the box. Now, that's not going to work with everything that works with an S Pen, especially the foldable things. They need their own. But I think it's the only thing that comes with an S Pen now. Everywhere else, you've got to buy one as an add-on. And that does lead you into being able to do things artistically, and especially with Samsung's generative AI art. Although the results, as you can see, can be a little bit on the mixed side. Like the S24 FE, the new Galaxy Tabs will go on sale here in Australia from the 10th of October. And that's pretty much a lot. I'm expecting to get these in for full reviews, so please stay tuned. Remember to subscribe to catch those reviews as soon as I am able to do them. And otherwise, thanks for watching. Have a great day.